Good day everyone. So my name is Carl and I'll be teaching you how to sketch with pencil and pen. Or in this case, I'll be using my iPad to sketch. So before we get started, I want to remind you that in this workshop, I will only show you the step-by-step process of making a UI design from sketching to wireframing to the final UI design. So there will be no code or such thing. So firstly, I would like to think of an application so that I can redesign it, okay? And most frequently used application in my phone right now is none other than the MySejahtera app. It works fine, but I'm not a huge fan of the UI and UX design. I found that it's a bit too complicated and there's too much menu and inconsistency with the design. So after deciding that I'm going to design a MySejahtera 2.0 application, I'll need to make a sketch out of it so that I can jot down my idea for the new design. I've made a rough sketch for the application with my iPad, and from there we will make it on a high fidelity wireframe later. You might be thinking, why does it look bad and ugly? Because that's why we call it a rough sketch. It's just a low visual representation of the section that shows the basic element of the application. Anyway, you can make it on a paper or anything else. And so let's get started. Firstly, I've drawn a few rectangle boxes to act as the frame where my design will go. In this first part, I'll be sketching the login page, home page, and also the hotspot page and write the title out. Now, let's get started with the sketching of the login page. So, firstly, I'm going to draw the square box with an X in it to signify that there will be an image or icon there. Next, I'm going to show the admin in the middle, which is MySejahtera, and followed by the enter phone number form along with the sign up and help button. Next, we're going to sketch the home page. So there will be a profile picture on the top right corner along with a green tick icon signifies that the user is low risk for contracting COVID-19. Right beside the profile picture, there will be a section where the user will be greeted with "Hi," the username, and some update to the recent cases. And after that, we're gonna draw the navigation bar out. What I have envisioned is that there will be 5 elements in the navigation bar, and they are home, hotspot, check-in, statistic, and profile icon there. And out of those 5, I'm gonna give the check-in button a bit of flair so that it stands out in the UI and user can spot it easily. Okay, next, so we're gonna draw boxes where the post will go. The box will show the poster, time, title, and also the picture. If the poster, it decided to post the picture inside the frame. The third page would be the hotspot page, where user can see whether their places are considered a green, yellow, or red area. User can search for another place condition as well from there. So firstly, I've drew out the search box and put a placeholder at the background as I'm going to put a map on there. At the bottom there will be a navigation bar and a pop-up that will state whether the current location is safe or not. So now we have done all 3 for the user interface for MySejahtera 2.0. Now we are going to sketch for the following 3 interfaces, and they are the check-in page, the statistic page, and lastly the profile page. Again, I'm going to start by drawing 3 empty frames for the 3 respective interfaces following their name, and I'll be start the sketching process for the check-in page by drawing the navigation bar first, followed by some menu item like scan and show my QR and a show history button on the top right corner. And lastly, I drew a square bracket at the middle that help user to align the QR code with the scanner. Next, I'm going to proceed to the statistics page where the user can see clearly about the total cases, total recovered, and total death, and so on. And I'm going to categorize them by states, country, and global. Firstly, I've drew the menu bar for where it contains the 3 items, and they are the global, country, and states, followed by the 3 different statistical graphs that are enclosed in a box. Lastly, I've also drew the navigation bar at the bottom there as well. And lastly, it's our profile page. From here, user can see their risk level as well as using some of the functionality like help desk, digital health, and other functions built into MySejahtera. User can also change details like password and the states they resides in from here as well. The top part of this interface will be occupied by showing the risk level of the user as well as showing all the functionalities available in my Sejahtera application. And followed in the middle is the user detail part where user can change their password, locations, and username for the application. And at the bottom there is the usual navigation bar as well. So there is it. We have done our rough sketching and now ready for wireframing process. Just remember that the rough sketches does not need to be super detailed and sophisticated as it's only a process where you sketch out your rough idea. You will be doing an even finer job in wireframing as is what your actual UI going to turn out to be. I hope to see you soon on our upcoming video about wireframing. Goodbye and stay safe.